the theme of work integrated learning,
Yes.
which squarely addresses the issues of the employability of the graduates that universities are producing, is really the heart of the USIU agenda.
Oh, amazing.
In fact, most recently, we did conduct a study, a survey.
Yes.
We put together a small team that looked at the employability of the graduates that we produce. So the subject is not new, and I can assure you the university is equally as enthusiastic as our partners in terms of pursuing this subject to greater depth, and possibly through the necessary and existing structures within Kenya, entrenching it to become part of a formal part of the training process, especially at the tertiary and university level.
That said, which is quite, I would say, enthusiastic of me to think that most of the times that work integrated learning has been misconstrued, and I love that you've explained to us that the dynamics are reaching far deep into the roots and the heart of what we are looking at in regards to Vision 2030. And when I talk about Vision 2030, I'm just wondering, what's your perspective on, just based on what you've just explained to me, with work integrated learning, how do you see it being relevant to the Kenyan Vision 2030?
In fact, let me sum it this way. In a very synoptic sense, work integrated learning is central to the attainment of Vision 2030. Because basically what we are talking about is a system that is not just driven by graduates who walk out to go look for jobs. In other words, we are trying to move from education for a good job, to education that enables you to create some of those good jobs. And that is why the concept of innovation, entrepreneurship becomes central to the whole process. So in my thinking, if we are to realistically attain our Vision 2030, there is no way we are going to run away from embracing this, I think, noble concept of work integrated learning.
And perhaps to explain to us further, would you just go into the depth of how USIU is preparing the students to come into that particular, I'd say, level of understanding of work integrated learning?
Actually, we have a number of programs in place. They might not be very advanced, but you can see we are already taking the initial steps. We have an incubation center. Our incubation center is about producing entrepreneurs. We are partnering with industry. And just recently, we are the CEO of DevKey Industries. You know, that company that deals with metal. He was on campus signing an agreement with us, an MOU of understanding, through which is going to train about 250 entrepreneurs from among our students. Our internship program is being enriched. We want to enrich our internship program so that it can move beyond just that 1 month attachment to prolong kind of job shadowing, so that when students come out, they are better prepared for the world of work, whether seen in terms of being employed by somebody or being self-employed. We also want to our clients, because one of our clients, other than the student, our other client is the really industry, the employer. And we want, when they consume our product, to see it's a product that adds value. I think we are getting tired of the complaint that your graduates are not ready for employment. And therefore, we train for somebody else to train. We want to train for somebody else to utilize our trainees, not for them to further train. Of course, there is the so-called farm-specific skills, which only you can acquire from a specific farm. And there is also experience that you can only get through a prolonged engagement with industry. Just a few years ago, after normally ideas come from experiences. The lived experience of complaints by employers really sparked a new re-engineering of the way we train our graduates. And about 2 or so years ago, we decided it's time. We started rethinking of how we are training our graduates, and the kind of graduates that we are producing, are they work ready? And that is why when this opportunity to partner with other people who share the sentiments that we have, when that opportunity came up, we just latched onto it.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's very
exciting. Said, finally, somebody who thinks like us. And I'm glad some of the partners like Chris, especially Liwa and Sasuke.
Yes.
I'm glad they are kind of slightly ahead, and we will have a lot of learning to do, and we are ready. And believe me, we are ready to learn from those who are ahead of us. That need it as a way of sparring this idea.
Yes.
You know, like they say, and the Bible says, until a seed falls to the ground and dies, it remains a single seed.
Yes.
The idea that we have is a seed, and we are looking at the Will Conference as nurturing that single seed, so that it can sprout. And consistent with that is the theme of the conference.
Yes.
Reigniting a revolution, employability revolution in East Africa.
Yes.
So we want to be part of that revolution. I think having many partners, and especially cross-national partners, I think is a great opportunity for cross-country, cross-cultural fertilization. Remember, our students, we are one of the most internationalized university. Our students are not just drawn from Kenya, not just from the 47 counties. We have 75 nationalities here. So basically, if we are part of this important process, it means we'll touch within the African continent, for example, the greatest number of foreign students is from Tanzania. So they are our neighbors. Then Uganda, Rwanda, Burundi, Sudan. These neighbors. So basically, as an internationalized university, we, by sowing these seeds, and I'm hoping that even students will pick up on it, the opportunity for this spreading far and wide is just for us to lose. There is a wide opportunity for this. And I'm glad we are not just talking of local experiences. We are also getting the South African experience, which is very advanced. In fact, I want to see them as mentoring us to become part of this noble process.
That's great. That's absolutely, it sparks that understanding that it is not just for Kenya. It is, as you've mentioned, for different nationalities. And it's quite exciting. You've mentioned 75 countries that you
75 nationalities.
So apart from the, how many in Africa, to be precise? Probably just give us a...
Well, there are only a few African countries that are not represented at USIU. Let me put it that way.
All right.
Perhaps mainly North Africa. Perhaps mainly Northern Africa. Otherwise, East, West, South, we are here. They are here. Our guests and our partners, of course. But we don't want to hog this experience. We want it to be a shared experience. So we are just a physical home of the Will Conference. But we are not the only owners. And we want that to remain very clear. USIU, yes, we are hosting, but we are not owning. We are partners. And we want that partnership to be shared. Of course, we will give you our Vice Chancellor. He will speak during the conference. And I can tell you, he's one of the most academically nourished Vice Chancellors you can get in this region. So we expect. And in terms of higher education, he has a passion for it. This chancellor's name is Professor Paul Tyambe Zeleza. A son of this continent, born and bred in Malawi, but not a newcomer to Kenya. Was at one time teaching at Kenyatta University. Not an alien to the Kenyan environment. Yes.
And what I hear from you is that you're going to be giving us a wealth of not just the hospitality bit, but also the awareness bit. Are there any things to look out for in regards to, are you going to be offering some papers? I mean,
yes, we will encourage our faculty as much as possible to present papers.
Yes.
But I can also assure you,
yes,
among the delegates that come from outside
yes,
of this university currently,
yes,
I know there will be a lot of our alumni.
Oh,
Yes.
all right.
My part.
Yes.
But I also want to say I'm really excited about us hosting this. And I think this one is going to have an impact. I think this one is going to truly revolutionize the way we train young people in universities.
Wow.
And I hope it can lay that solid foundation that without necessarily directly fighting unemployment actually becomes the catalyst to ending the unemployment problem in this country, in our region, and in other African countries. So thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you too.
Yes.
All right.